All right, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It is Thursday, 8:30, and someone here has invited you to learn about Plexus because they think that it can benefit your health or it can benefit your finances. So I'm going to share a little bit about both with you. My name is Amelia Slifko Raissi. I'm a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I'm going to be completely honest and tell you that I was a huge skeptic when it came to Plexus. I wanted nothing to do with it when I first learned about it. So I have turned over a new leaf, and I'm going to share a little bit about how that happened. Plexus was first brought to my attention 2 years ago, probably, by one of my friends, and she said, "Hey, I've lost 10 pounds. You really need to try this." And immediately I shut it down. I wanted nothing to do with Plexus because I thought it was like everything else out there. It was a quick fix weight loss scheme, and my husband and I do not agree with those. So I had a really bad taste about Plexus before I even got to learn about it. So I waited a long time before I opened my eyes. And what actually made me open my eyes is after I had my first daughter, I was struggling with some health issues. I had no energy whatsoever. I wasn't sleeping at night, both of which I was on medications for. I had developed a skin disorder. My daughter did as well. As soon as I conceived her, it was just popped up on my body. It was awful. And my OB told me, well, it's most likely that your child's going to have that too. So I wasn't looking forward to that. I also had joint discomfort in my elbow and in my feet. And as a personal trainer and someone that weights is a big part of my life and not being able to move comfortably, that really hindered my day-to-day life. And not to mention fighting with stress and mood disorders can also affect your relationships with your family, your spouse, and your children. So I was struggling with a lot of things, and the doctors gave me one option, and they said prescriptions is what you're going to have to do. There's nothing else we can do. That wasn't for me. Unfortunately, I still had my eyes closed to Plexus until my mom begged me to learn about gut health. She said, "I want you to Google all of your problems that you're dealing with gut health and blood sugar." And I said, "Okay, whatever you say, Mom," because we never listen to our mom, right? So I had reluctantly started researching, and I found out a lot of information that gut health was a huge role in our overall health. Even things like craving sweets, to even severe things as diabetes and cancer and all disease. They say the majority of disease starts in your gut, and I 100% believe that, and research proves that to be true. So I tried Plexus, and I started with 4 of the products, and very shortly after that, my world was changed. My husband noticed a big difference in me. He said, "I haven't seen you drink a beer in like 3 weeks." And I'm going to tell you, the norm for me was I would get off of work, I would come home, I would sit on the couch, I would drink a beer. I would cook dinner sometimes, but because I prepped a lot of my food, it was always optional. It just was not a lifestyle. It was not, I had a daughter. I should be out playing with her and doing fun things, but I did not feel good. So I do want to point out to you all, despite my healthy lifestyle of working out and eating clean, which my husband said, "Keep doing that, Amelia." 2.5 years I did that, and it didn't help. He said, "Keep doing that. All your problems will go away," because that is what I thought. I was one of those people that said I didn't need supplementation. I'm going to keep doing this the natural way. And it didn't quite work out like that. So I've come to learn quite a bit about why that didn't work out like that. And it comes down to our food is just not the same. So if you kind of look back at all of these diseases and disorders that have come up in the last 10, 20 years, versus 50 years ago, that has a lot to do with our food. One, we have a lot of environmental toxins in the air. Our soil has been stripped of its nutrients. So even if we do eat completely raw and organic, we're not getting everything that we need. So there's a lot of reasons why Americans are plagued with bad health today. Weight gain is actually just a side effect of a weak immune system and inflammation within the body. I think Plexus gets a really big reputation for just being about weight loss because the main flagship product is called Plexus Slim. So if you haven't heard of Plexus Slim, it comes in a bag like this. It has 30 sticks in a bag. The little cute little sticks like this, I keep them in my wallet. And you just mix 1 stick a day anytime. I prefer to mix it in a blender cup. I found it mixes best with room temperature water, and then I add ice, and it's frothy and it's so delicious. So that's how I prefer to drink it. But 1 stick a day. And I want to say that if you've ever seen a commercial for a prescription for a diabetic medication, you're going to hear them say that the first side effect is weight loss. And then it's followed with a laundry list of bad side effects. So It's called Slim because when they did the clinical trials in Utah, they found that the participants were losing weight, and that was just a side effect of stabilized blood sugar. This does contain an ingredient that burns fat and preserves muscle. Chromium is really good to preserve muscle. So if you know someone that's very athletic and they say, like I was, and I don't need to lose weight, you're going to say, well, you're pushing hard in the gym. That chromium is really going to benefit you. So, sorry. There we go. Aaron's muted. Okay. So this has a lot of great benefits, but it also helps with cholesterol, high blood pressure. It also helps detox the liver and the kidneys. So that is the big picture with Plexus. We are detoxifying. So you know how I mentioned we are exposed to environmental toxins all the time, whether it's in our food, it's in the air, the things we put on our skin. This is going to help detoxify your body. So this is the staple product, the Slim. I love it. I do one a day. If someone's in chronic pain, I would maybe suggest that they do 2 a day, as it does help with inflammation. So I love that one. I noticed a big difference in my mood with that. So your blood sugar is key. They say a stabilized blood sugar is going to help you age gracefully. It's going to help boost your immune system. It's going to help you sleep at night, and that is definitely the truth. And it's also going to help you not crave foods and sweets, and I was one of those. And I will admit it, I was going to Starbucks every day and getting a latte with a double shot, which was actually 4 espressos, and a cake pop. Oh, I know I can say it now, but I was addicted to sugar. And those artificial sweeteners are just as bad for you. So next to those, the other products that I started out on was the Bio Cleanse right here. And don't be scared of that word cleanse. It's actually amazing for you. I know we've heard when we hear the word cleanse, we think we have to stay in the bathroom, and that's not the case with this. This is a gentle magnesium supplement. It's going to help get things going, because if you watch the Super Bowl, you may have an idea that the average American has major digestive issues, and they are not visiting the bathroom like they should be. So this is amazing. I will be personal and tell you that I had no problem in that area, but I still benefited greatly from this product. I made my husband start on this because it's really, really important to keep the body oxygenated and at a healthy pH level. The reason I had him start on that is because there's cancer in the family, and I've seen a ton of research that suggests that cancer and other disease struggles to grow in an oxygenated area. So that's why everyone that I love is without a doubt on this product. It also has vitamin C in it. It's going to oxygenate the body, but it's going to give you energy, and it's just an amazing magnesium supplement that we all need because our food is just not as nutrient dense. And then the sister product, which is my all-time favorite, is called ProBio 5. This is a probiotic. So if you watch the Super Bowl, you know the importance of probiotics, because once again, gut health is key to everything. That is where our overall health lies, I promise you. So this bad boy right here, you're probably thinking, Amelia, I'm already on a probiotic. It lasts me 3 months. It only costs me $10 or whatever the case may be. My sister actually said that to me, and she still had a lot of problems. She's then since opened her eyes and on the good stuff. But why is this probiotic below all the other ones out of the water? Because one, it has all of your beneficial ingredients, like your strains of bacteria that make it worth anything. It also has your digestive enzymes, and one of which is an antifungal. So why do you need an antifungal? An antifungal is good because we all have something in our body. It's called Candida yeast, and it's good. It's actually in our colon. It's meant to decompose our bodies when we pass. However, the American diet is so rich in carbohydrates and sugars and alcohol, birth control, exposure to toxins, things like that cause that yeast to grow. And what happens? A yeast that's meant to decompose our bodies is literally taking over and decomposing our bodies from the inside out. So this with an antifungal is going to go in there and get that yeast under control. It also has grapeseed extract, which if you do any research on that, and I research a lot in natural medicine encyclopedias, and grapeseed extract is crucial for all and almost every 99% of diseases and health problems people struggle with. It's also been shown to kill cancer cells, which is why I made my husband start on these too. I'm going to tell you, he didn't want anything to do with Plexus. He said, I'm healthy, I feel good. But in reality, he was exhausted. When he had a Saturday or Sunday off, he wanted to lay down and sleep. And he was addicted to Coke Zero. He was drinking like 6 a day, I'm not going to lie. So we had one more join in, 1 second. Okay, so those were my first 3 products I started out on, in addition to the X Factor vitamins. So, you know how I mentioned that our soil is just not as nutrient dense and everybody needs a healthy vitamin, like a multivitamin. I'm sure a lot of people take like a Centrum or things like that, or a prenatal. Well, I was one of those people. I was actually taking a magnesium supplement before too that my chiropractor suggested, but it did not help me in the way that it was, and that comes down to quality. So why is this vitamin worth trying? Well, I want to tell you one thing. If you look at your vitamin when you take it tomorrow morning and it's hard and it's brown and it has speckles in it, I'm going to tell you that it looks very, very similar when it comes out the other end, because our bodies don't break those down, unfortunately. So you're literally flushing money down the toilet. This one is a capsule vitamin, as if all of our products are, but it also has aloe vera in it. So we know aloe vera is amazing for our skin topically, but think about what it can do for your insides. So if you know someone that's struggling with like heartburn, is a number one thing I hear with people, and that they love this multivitamin for, because it helps take care of that. But in addition to that, it's going to help you absorb all of your vitamins and your nutrients from your food and your supplements that much more. So for example, I have quite a few friends and ambassadors that they're on a prescription vitamin D, because a lot of people are deficient in vitamin D. And then they start this little beautiful X Factor vitamin, and what happens? They don't need that prescription anymore. Not because this has so much vitamin D. It does have vitamin D, but that their body's actually absorbing their vitamins. So that's crucial. So if we want to absorb our vitamins, we need to really pay attention to our GI tract, and this aloe vera in here helps it. And then my last favorite thing about this is the only methylfolated vitamin that you can find out there. This actually has natural folate. So if you look at your prenatal vitamin or your multivitamin, it says folic acid, you just want to throw that away. I promise you. Folic acid is not good for us, especially in high doses. So if you know someone struggling with a blood clotting disorder called MTHFR, a lot of pregnant women find out that they have it. Men do have it, but they don't typically find out unless they're struggling with their health and they request to be tested for it. But you are going to want to get this in their hands immediately, because it could change a lot of things for them. So those are my top 4 favorite products that I started out on that really changed my health. And right there, I was like, Plexus is on to something. This is a gold mine. I have to share this with my friends and my family. I was able to get off all my medications. I no longer have to wear that ugly band on my elbow with my tendonitis. It's completely gone. And just to tell you about my skin disorder, this is awful, but I tried everything natural too. And I went to Green Speed and Seed, which is actually a farming store here, and I got something that they actually put on cow hooves for my skin. So I would put it on. I would sleep with a glove over my hand, and let me tell you, it was so sexy. My husband loved when I would come to bed with that on my hand. So I tried everything. So when this took away my skin disorder, I was like, I have to know what's going on here. And I really dug deep, and I've developed a passion for understanding why Plexus is helping people change their health so much. A few other products I will touch on is that Plexus actually started as a breast health company. So their first product was a self breast exam. So I love that all my ladies have one of those. And then their next product was called the breast cream, but they found that women were putting it everywhere but their breasts. So they reformulated it, and it's called the body cream. It has activated charcoal, which is amazing for you if you haven't done any research or heard about that. If you read the latest magazine, women's magazine, it's the rave right now, and spirulina algae. So that helps a lot with acne, skin disorders. I also put that on my eczema, and that helped me greatly. So I love those 2 products. They were the first products. But Slim was launched in 2009, and their goal was to help type 2 diabetics. And if you know anyone that has diabetes, they often struggle with nerve damage and pain. So these products right here, oh, I don't have the E's, but this is the nerve, okay? It's called Nerve Support. This is actually, I take this every day. I do not have nerve damage, but I want all of these things in my body. Amino acids and all of these vitamins are so good for you. But the amazing testimonies that I've heard with this, and I wish my sister could be on here this evening to share her testimony, and her back pain was almost debilitating for her. She was on hard medications twice a day. She was unable to wear high heels or sit down longer than 15 minutes without being in pain. She started on the nerve and the E's in addition to her triplex combo, the first 3 I talked about, and she was blown away. In just about 6-8 weeks, she told me, I am honestly can't believe this is happening right now. She's off all of her medications in addition to other things it's helped her with. But this right here is amazing for someone that if you know struggling with pain, they've been in an accident, I would get this in their hands, absolutely. And Plexus also has a completely natural pain relief line, and that's one of the products, but the other one is Ease. So if you've heard about turmeric, which is so, so good for us, the quality of the turmeric is also really important because my husband made me go to, Healthy Life Market and buy a big bottle of turmeric and like the powder that we cook with. And he was like, oh, I'm making this for my shoulder pain. And he'd put ginger in it and all these things. And he did it twice a day for quite a long time and nothing. I tried it. It was really gross too. And it didn't work. And then you come to find out the quality of the turmeric was really important, but also it has to have a fat source to carry it, right? So this product, Ease, has green lipped mussel, which is going to help as your fat source. Amazing for you. So this should replace, if you know someone that's popping Advil left and right for a pain, then tell them about the all natural Ease because their stomach is going to thank them definitely later for sure. And the next product that really geared towards diabetics was a product called Block. This is once again viewed as a weight loss product, although that's not what it was intended for. Now myself, I'm not a diabetic, but if I do eat something, sugars or carbohydrates, I will take this before. So this is actually going to do what it says. It's clinically proven, if you can't see that on there, that this is going to block 48% of your carbs and sugars from being turned into glucose. So if someone's a diabetic, they're going to need this. My friend Cindy is off her metformin, which is so wonderful. She's been on the Block and the Triplex combo consistently. She got off of her medications in about 4 months. So that is amazing. So I love that product. The next one I'll briefly hit on is Accelerator. This is geared a little bit towards weight loss, but also it's going to help with your mood if you have some mood disorders. My husband told me I needed this. Was my first product I should have bought, but he then changed his tune after a few weeks when I felt better. But that product I love. It's going to give you energy. It's going to help with your appetite suppressant, and it also has the ingredient 5-HTP. And I'm not sure if you've heard Dr. Oz raving about it and how it helps with sleep and your mood, and that product has that. So I love that one. And then my next favorite product, which is a new one that Plexus just launched, is called Edge. And this is single-handedly going to take down the energy drink market. My friend Ashley sent me a picture of probably 10 5-hour energies in her seat one day. And she was like, okay, I'm ready to do this, because how many people do you know are plagued with low energy? I was one of them. Absolutely. We all have those days where we are just drained and we need a little push. And I'm going to tell you that those nasty monster drinks or those Red Bulls are no good for your body. So this little guy has all 3 natural ingredients that actually have amazing benefits. It's going to help with your mental clarity and your focus, your mood, and it's just going to keep you feeling really good. So I take this every day now. I felt amazing on my Triplex combo, my X Factor, but let's just keep it real. I have a 3.5-year-old, and she's exhausting sometimes, so I could always use a little pick-me-up. Those are my favorite products. My daughter's 3.5. She does take the Mega X. She takes the ProBio 5, and she also takes the adult version of the X Factor. They do offer a children's X Factor, which is the only product that I can actually tell you give your children because it has a dosage for. What I can tell you is do your research and find out, why do you want to give your babies probiotics and omegas and vitamins? And I'll tell you why I chose to is because my daughter eats the exact same food that we do. She actually eats extremely well for an average 3.5-year-old. I mean, tuna steak and roasted beets. Like, I don't know many 3-year-olds that eat that, but she eats really well. But still, she needed supplementation. Her doctor, her pediatrician, loves that I give her those 3. She says, continue to do it. She also has growing pains in her knees right now. So we have an Ease cream, which I'm so sorry I forgot. We have a topical version of the Ease cream. So just like the capsules. So if you know someone that maybe uses like BioFreeze, or they have neck aches, things like that, which I used to, and my chiropractor would say, if you put that on, make sure you don't hold your baby. And I thought, well, that's a red flag. I shouldn't be putting that on my body. Well, I'm happy to say that Plexus has created a topical discomfort relief cream called Ease that you can actually put on your babies. That is just amazing. I love that about this company. That's really what sets us apart from other companies. One, I know you can probably think in your head and count 50 people that you know that may be struggling with high cholesterol, depression, anxiety, fibromyalgia, thyroid disorders, anxiety, chronic pain, acne, all of these things are linked back to gut health. Now, I'm not telling you that Plexus claims to cure, treat, or prevent any of those diseases. What I can tell you is personally what I've witnessed is that I've shared this with my friends, and Plexus has allowed them to get their body balanced, boost their immune system, which then allowed their body to heal itself. And that is why I am so passionate about Plexus. That is why I share this with everyone that I meet, because I really do believe there's a reason that you meet people in your life. Either they are meant to change your life or you are meant to change their life. And I believe that's why God has honestly put me through those health struggles that I did, considering how healthy I was before I had my daughter, so that I could find Plexus and bless other people's lives. So I'm so excited you guys have joined me to learn a little bit about Plexus. If you're thinking, I have sleep cravings, I could sleep a little better, or maybe my issues are related to gut health, and you want to try Plexus, there's 3 options to buy it, which I love that Plexus gives us that. The first option is retail. It's a 30-day supply. I like retail, although it's the most expensive option, so I don't really let my friends buy retail. The next option is preferred customer. So you get it sent to you monthly, which I love, so you can stay consistent. Everything is in a 30-day supply, and you also have a 60-day money-back guarantee with that. So I say, why not try it consistently? Let your body get balanced, and if you want to have that 60-day money-back guarantee, then go with preferred customer. You can cancel at any time. There's no fees to be a preferred customer, which I love. I know the place I get my skincare from, I had to pay to be a preferred customer, which I was like, that's not very cool because my company doesn't do it like that. But the third option to get your products is wholesale, which is what I did, not because I sought a business with Plexus at all. I was very much against network marketing. I had no idea what it was, but my husband is, if you know him, he is a penny pincher, which is something that I love about him because he can save. But he said, you need to get it the cheapest. And I said, okay, I'm going to do that. And I thought, I'm not worried about a 60-day money-back guarantee because I don't even send in rebates for electronics. So let's go ahead and do this. And with that option, I did get a website. So if I wanted to share what I was doing with my friends and family, I had that option. If I wanted to share and get my products paid for by sharing with 3 to 5 people, I had that option. I loved that I wasn't forced to do that. I paid $35 for a yearly membership to Plexus, just like I do to Sam's Club. It's actually cheaper than Sam's, but that just gives me access to this wholesale price. I'm not locked into anything, which I asked my mom, can I stop in 3 months or 2 months if I don't like it? And she said, absolutely. And I just didn't believe it at first because I hear about these other people. If you quit, you get fined, and Plexus isn't like that at all. So I love the options. So I ask people, if you want to try Plexus, consider what is most important to you because all 3 are so flexible. If you want to have a 60-day money-back guarantee, then you'd want to go with a preferred customer. If you want to save the most money, earn commission back on your very own purchases, which I also loved because I planned on using at least 3 to 4 of them, then I would choose Ambassador Wholesale, which is what I call it. I have a lot of wholesale ambassador customers where they just get their products sent to them monthly until they decide to cancel or until they decide to share. And if you decide to work a business and you decide to bless other people's lives with these products, then you can create an amazing residual income for your family. So if you don't know what a residual income is, it's amazing. It's actually how we can make money while we sleep. So you don't have to go clock in at a job that you don't like. Your work can be valued and you can hear how you change someone's life, which has been the biggest blessing for me. I told my mom, gosh, I just signed up to get my products free. I did not sign up for all these blessings that have come to my life in the last 14 months. It's been amazing. And when they say that Plexus is really changing lives, Plexus is really changing lives. The stories that my friends tell me, and they call me, and my friend's mom, she's like, I can walk again. She had such bad swelling in her body that she could not even walk. It was so sad. And she said, how is this doing this to me, Amelia? And I said, honestly, I said, your body is just balanced and it's acting as though it should. So I urge my friends to pay attention to the small things that are happening. If you're experiencing aches and pains or you're not feeling so well, that's your body screaming out for help, saying, take care of me, address your immune system. And that's what Plexus does. So I thank you all so much for joining in. I don't want to keep you any longer. I always try to keep this under 30 minutes. And if anyone has any questions, I will definitely open it up to take some questions. I'm going to stop recording. recording if that's okay. One second.